and welcome back to Handmade. I'm Jill. My favorite time of year is here, fall, and it means all things pumpkin. I'm admittedly not a PSL fan, but bring on anything else. Pumpkin bread, pumpkin ice cream, and especially pumpkin pie. Pumpkin is also a superfood for dogs, and I didn't want to exclude my best furry friend, Pearl. So today, I'm going to show you how to make homemade pumpkin dog treats. Is this a homemade pumpkin pie? No. Would I rather spend my time making homemade dog treats? Yes. And that's okay. If that's the kind of person you are too, you're gonna love this one. Let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is preset my oven to 375. We only use 3 ingredients for this treat. 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of canned pumpkin puree, and half a cup of peanut butter. We're gonna use a handheld mixer to mix together the peanut butter and the pumpkin until it's smooth. I called our vet and I made sure that each one of these ingredients are safe to give to dogs. It's important to be sure that the peanut butter you use is xylitol free. Really, just look for a peanut butter where the only ingredient is peanuts. Now we're gonna add the flour and I'm just gonna use a spoon to stir it in. Now that the dough is mixed, I'm gonna sprinkle flour on my work surface to keep the dough from sticking when I roll it out. This is exactly like making human cookies. You can add more flour as you go if it starts to get sticky. We're just gonna roll it out until it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. And now we're just gonna use a pumpkin cookie cutter to cut out our shapes. We're just putting these on an ungreased cookie sheet about 1/2 inch apart. Okay, the first pan's done. We're gonna pop this in the oven and bake it for 12 minutes. Pearl must know these treats are for her. She hasn't left my side since I started making them. All right, the first sheet is done and I'm just gonna swap them out with the other baking sheet and I'm gonna let them cool. These turned out so cute and I know that Pearl's gonna love them. I let these completely cool on the baking sheet and now we're just plating them up.
High five. Good boy. Do you want a dog cake? Do you want a dog cake? Thank you. Do you want a dog cake? Yeah. Okay. Okay, good boy. Hey guys, I'm Danielle. Welcome back to Handmade. At home, yes, that's right. Welcome to my kitchen. I've been staying safe now with my 2 dogs and my husband for about 3 weeks. To be honest, we're all going a little crazy and trying to find creative ways to keep busy. One way that always helps me de-stress and pass the time is baking. This weekend I made banana bread and my dogs were clearly disappointed that we didn't share with them. And that got me thinking they deserve a treat too. They miss going to the dog park and socializing as much as I miss seeing my friends. So today I'm gonna show you how to make a puff cake. Let's get started. We're gonna get started with a 1/2 cup whole wheat flour, 1/4 cup oats, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 cup unsweetened applesauce, 2 tablespoons pumpkin, 2 tablespoons vegetable oil, 1 large egg, and 1 shredded carrot. Now whisk it all together. I have a great hack for you guys. To keep things simple, we're going to reuse our pumpkin can, and as a bonus, it makes an adorable cupcake size. Lightly coat pumpkin can in cooking spray so it doesn't stick. Now you're ready to bake. Bake at 350 for about 40 minutes. While the cupcake is baking, we're going to quickly put together a frosting your dog will love with only 2 ingredients. All you'll need is a 1/2 cup Greek yogurt and 2 tablespoons ground peanuts. Mix that all together and it makes such a pretty frosting. Now let's set that aside until the cake is done. Make sure not to take the cake out of the can until it's cool enough to handle. If you find that it's not coming out easily, have no fear. Just take a knife and move it around and that will make it come out much easier. The cupcake is looking adorable already. Let your cake cool completely before frosting. Now let's be honest, my dog could care less what this looks like, but I work for Handmade and as you know, we can be a little extra, just a little. So I'm going to make this a double layer cake. Now that the cake has cooled, I'm going to carefully cut the cupcake in half and place the first layer on the cake stand. Next, add a layer of icing to glue the top layer on. Now we have a double layer cake. The last step is simple, just frost your cake. Remember, your dog doesn't care what this looks like, just do your best. For a final touch, I'm going to add a little bone on top and a few around the bottom. They're really good boys. They deserve it.
Here's how to make your dream modern A-frame cabin for small dogs or cats. Here's what you'll need. My wood for Gracie measures. I painted my panels first to see if this color was the right choice for my project. When painting larger projects, a small roller is helpful. Create light, even coats and be sure to get the sides and all edges. Now to begin attaching our pieces together. When using hinges, make sure your screws won't go through the other side of your wood board. Cut 2 triangles and paint your desired color. On your first roof board, place the triangles on the outer edges. Add the second roof board and you'll nail them here. Flip the board and triangle over to get the leverage you need to nail them in safely and securely. A friend holding your other pieces comes in handy. After the first side is attached, make sure it fits together. Yes! Go ahead and attach the other nail and then the other triangle. Place your second roof piece on top, creating the A-frame shape like so, and tape in place. Carefully flip the whole thing to its side, and while holding the shape in place, secure with nails. Add felt pads to the bottom of your baseboard to protect your floor. Flip your baseboard over and place your A-frame on top. Connect the baseboard and A-frame with brackets or hinges. I place my hinges backwards to hide the knuckle and get the exact angle I need. Make your back panel by affixing your 2 thin boards together and placing your frame on top. Trace and cut out the outline. Add the back panel with wood glue and tack intermittently with nails if you're impatient like me. I can't wait for glue to dry. Once your whole structure is complete, give it a finishing coat and be sure to cover the hinges. Use organic, fume-free paint or add a sealant as a last step. Add a cozy blanket or a faux shearling and one of your favorite rescue dogs. And voila! The A-frame cabin of your dreams. Just a tiny, much more affordable version for your 4-legged friends.
Hey guys! Welcome back to HGTV Handmade. If you're a dog lover, this project is for you. I recently made a dog bed for my friend's adorable little chihuahua, and today I want to show you how I did it. For this project, you will need a wooden crate, a hammer, a power drill, sandpaper, paint, a paintbrush, small wooden letters, wood glue, a paw stencil, and several yards of fabric. I'm using flannel for this project. use a hammer to knock off the top 2 pieces of wood. Prep the wood for painting by sanding the surface. Add a fresh coat of paint in the color of your choice. I used a stencil and a stamping tool to add a paw to the side of the dog bed. I also wanted to personalize the dog bed by adding his name. Use measuring tape to find the center, and painter's tape to place the letters in a straight line and to create even spaces between them. Brush wood glue onto the back of each letter, then press it into place. This step is optional, but I'd highly recommend doing it to protect your floors from any damage. These are furniture glides, and I added them to all 4 corners of the crate. I used a power drill to get a hole started, and then a hammer to finish it off. You could also glue felt pads to the bottom. To make the bed comfy, you can either place a pillow inside or fold up a piece of fabric. I chose this flannel fabric because it's really soft and cozy, and I couldn't resist the paw print pattern.
Welcome back to HGTV Handmade with Gracie Strudel and me, Meg. A lot of you darlings have been asking for more dog DIYs, so Gracie and I have whipped some up for you today. So let's dive in and make some dog DIYs that will save you some money. There are a few things that you need to have on hand when you are a dog parent. One of them is paw wipes, because your pup is running around painting the town red all throughout New York City and you don't want those germs in your house. But dogs do lick everything, including their paws, so you want paw wipes to be organic and safe. So here's a way to make totally healthy pup wipes for almost free. Upcycle an old wipe container or a mason jar and clean it out first. Depending on the size of your dog, cut up an old t-shirt into squares that fit their paw. You want the squares to be about 4 to 6 times the size of those adorable paws. Once you've cut your strips, cover your container with contact paper. Add a label with the same Helvetica stickers that I used in Monday's video if you want. Add a cup and a half of water and 2 tablespoons of Castile soap. Close the container and give it a good shake. Add your scraps, and voila! Organic, safe pet paw wipes for your pup. My dog's favorite time of day is playtime, and they definitely like me to switch up the toys to keep it interesting. But dog toys can actually cost like $10 to $15, no joke. So here's a way to upcycle old t-shirts and make a new toy. Upcycle more old shirts by cutting 3 large strips that measure around 15 to 10 inches, give or take. Roll your 3 strips up and place them side by side. Cut 2 tiny strips and tie one of them around the very top of all 3 securely. Braid your 3 t-shirt strips like this. And tie your tiny strip at the very end, tight enough to withstand rough puppy play. And voila! A free dog toy that your puppy is bound to adore. Make these for dogs like Gracie who already know not to eat your clothes. I don't recommend this for puppies in training. Gracie loves playtime but hates the snow. Hates it. She gets snow and salt up in her paws and she's miserable. You can buy some expensive stuff to coat their paws with or put them in booties, which they hate even more than snow. Or if you have petroleum jelly in your medicine cabinet, you coat their paws with that so they don't look like this.
Like, are you serious? Out of all the places to sit in here, this is where you have to sit.
And groom.
We might be here for a while. Hello, I'm Dennis.
I'm Andrew.
We are the Crafty Lumberjacks, and welcome back to Handmade at Home.
Yes, now if you're a cat owner, you know the struggle. Just keeping your cat entertained. It's so hard.
Yes, Teddy is very particular about his playtime, his toys.
He's needy.
Yes, and he's been feeling a little bored lately, and honestly, we've been feeling a little bored lately.
Yeah, so we thought, why not throw it back and make him his own whack-a-mole? But we're gonna be calling it Whack-a-Rat because, well...
New York.
New York, yeah.
Yeah, for obvious reasons. And we're gonna be using an old shipping box and turning it into a toy for Teddy.
Let's get started. Okay, so what we're doing is taking a box, cutting it down into a smaller box, and we need 6 pieces.
That's one lucky cat.
Yeah.
We want 2 pieces that are 4 by 12, 2 pieces that are 3 by 12, and 2 pieces for the sides that are 4 by 3.
And now we're just gonna cut holes for our toys to pop out of and for our levers.
All right, now that we have our pieces cut, we're gonna move that out and start to cut our levers.
For our levers, we're just gonna be using some scrap cardboard and cut them into strips. Now that our pieces are cut, we're just going to use a little bit of craft glue. Now you could use hot glue, but they probably won't stick together. And we're just gonna layer about 4 of them on top of each other.
And we're making 3 levers. Of course, you can make as many levers as you want. We went with lucky number 3.
The levers are gonna rest on a dowel so they can move up and down, and we marked where the dowel is gonna go according to the holes in our box, just so the toy can pop up and down. We're just gonna be using a drill for this. If you don't have a drill, you could use a craft knife, and if you don't have a dowel, you could totally use a skewer or anything long. You just wanna make sure that your hole is bigger than your dowel just so it can move easily. Well, since this is Whack-A-Rat, we need some rats.
Yes, try saying that 3 times fast. Whack-A-rat, whack-a-rat. I can't. We're gonna be making our rats out of cardboard, of course, and some string. Teddy's,
I think he's gonna love this.
I don't think he's gonna love it.
I don't think he's gonna touch it.
We thought it'd be fun to add a pop of color with a piece of felt. I'm going to hot glue the felt around the edge there, fold it over, and then I'm going to cut slits in the center holes so our mice, our rats, can pop up.
Mouses. All right, now it's time to glue together our box. We're just gonna use a little hot glue on the edge and try to be really careful so it looks nice and clean. It's time to glue on our lever, and there's a little bit of mechanics here. We want to make sure that the dowel sits nice and straight and it's secure. So we're just adding a little bit of cardboard to the inner wall, and then we're going to rest the dowel on that and then glue it down.
Yes, we also want to add some weight to our rats. So for that, we're using some pennies. You can use a washer, nuts, bolts, whatever you have, rocks. Yeah. All we have are the pennies. You want to add that weight to the side that the rat is going to be in, so that this way it will fall into the hole and then the lever will push him out.
Sounds right.
It's looking so cute. We're in love with it. Before we glue down the dowel, we just want to do a test.
Just to make sure that everything's in place. Looks pretty good. I think the dowel's in a good position.
All right.
All right, so now we're just gonna glue it right to the inner wall.
And now we're just going to glue on our lid. And for our final step, we're just going to glue down our rats. This is almost too cute to be rats.
I know. They're
Little
so
field mice or
Actually,
something.
I think rats are pretty cute. I don't know.
They are pretty cute.
Rats are so cute. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay, I'm having a lot of fun with this already.
So cute. We'll let Teddy decide though.
Hope that Teddy's as entertained as I am right now.
Yes, so and also so we can get a break.
Yeah, absolutely. So let us know what your cat's favorite activity is. We would love some suggestions.
Yes, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh God, I have cat hair all up in my mouth. I got it. Hey everyone, welcome back to Handmade. I'm Gabriella. And if you didn't already know by now, I love my cat Wilson. But what I don't really love so much is when he picks and scratches at all my couches, especially my pink couch, which of course just happens to be his favorites. So for this project, I really wanted to make something for him. So I'm going to try making a cactus cat tree. I've seen them all over Pinterest and they're done a bunch of different ways and they always come out so cute. But there are so many materials with this project that I've never worked with before, like PVC pipes and cement. So this is definitely gonna be a challenge, and this is way harder than any of the other projects I've ever done before, but I think it's gonna come out cute. And I really hope Wilson likes it because, I mean, you know how cats are, you never really know. But let's get started. Here are the pipes that I'm going to use. A PVC pipe, mine is cut to about 3 feet, and I went ahead and spray painted it green. 2 90-degree elbows, also spray painted, and 2 T's.
You'll also need an extra piece of a PVC pipe to connect it. Mine is cut to about 6 inches. To get started, I need to mix some fast-drying concrete to put in the planter that I'll be using. When handling cement, be sure to use gloves and a mask and mix it in a well-ventilated area. I want this to be heavy enough so it doesn't fall over when Wilson plays with it, so I'm going to mix about 10 pounds of concrete to hold the planter sturdy. Follow the instructions on the packaging of the concrete you get for proper measurements. After mixing, it should look like this and kind of stick together. So it's ready to go. Now, you really need to work fast because it dries super quickly. Now, scoop the cement into the planter to level out the bottom. Keep in mind, if you don't want to work with cement, you can just use stones and rocks instead. Now, place the PVC pipe straight into the center of the planter and scoop the cement around it. Continue until it's filled up and just wait for it to dry. Make sure the pipe is standing completely straight. Now that the cement is dry, I'm going to build the cactus. First, I'm connecting a T to the PVC pipe and adding the elbow to it as one of the arms of the cactus. Next, I have to connect the T to the extra piece of the 6-inch PVC I had cut down, and then connect another T at the top. Lastly, I have to add the elbow as the second arm of the cactus. While I was putting this together, I noticed that the elbows weren't really connecting all the way, and I realized it was because I spray painted it before. So I just had to sand it down a little so it could fit properly. To add that round shape at the top of the cactus, I'm cutting green styrofoam balls in half. Now, just hot glue each half to the top. Now that we're done building the cactus, it's time to wrap it with twine. I found a green twine that uses pet-safe dye, so if you do choose to use an already dyed rope, make sure you check what type of dye was used so it's pet-safe. Now, just hot glue the rope onto the pipes and continue doing this all the way up. This is definitely the part that takes the longest for this project, so just make sure you have a lot of glue sticks and a lot of twine. For these curved parts, I just cut some small pieces to size to cover it evenly. Okay, I'm finally done with wrapping the rope around it, so now I'm just going to add these adorable pink pom-poms to the top to match the planter and add a little more character. And pink. For this last step, I obviously want to cover the cement since it looks a little messy and I want to make it more comfortable for Wilson. I'm just gluing this cute faux fur and wrapping it around until it's fully covered and soft. And that's everything. I'm finally done.
everyone. Welcome back to HGTV Handmade with me and Gracie and special guest, Jocelyn Hughes. Hello. We're obsessed with making things, but we're even more obsessed with our dogs. We're gonna make them some stuff today.
Yes!
We're gonna do some no-sew options.
I love that idea. A, because sewing machines are terrifying. They're loud, they make aggressive noises.
They're sharp.
They shake.
You know what no one is afraid of?
I am a little
bit afraid of it, me too. You know what we're still gonna go for? Glue gun.
Yes.
You're gonna want a piece of faux leather that is about 2.5 to 4.5 inches large. A little handy dandy strip that's just about, it's almost 1 inch thick. A piece of elastic and scissors. Now first you're gonna measure around your dog's neck. Once you have your length, you cut it. Boop, boop. We're going to take our first little rectangle guy, fold it in half, and then fold each side sort of back. And then we're gonna put our fingers in the middle. Bam, bow tie. We're going to take our other strip and we're going to put it around it. Before we glue it closed, we're going to take our elastic, put it inside. And then we're simply going to glue a little piece of leather around the entire situation. You will see how quickly I just made a bow tie.
That's so great.
So fast with glue.
Yeah.
And then I glued the two ends of the elastic together. Now, if your dog's gonna really be romping out there painting the town red, you might wanna reinforce this with a little stitch, but for maxing and relaxing at home, a dollop of glue is gonna hold you. Bam.
Oh, that's so great. She likes it. She approves.
She has. She
I
loves
can
it.
tell. She didn't say it out loud, but with her eyes, she told me.
Now we're going to make a no-sew sweater.
She's out of here.
We're making it out of
I can't wait for this.
a recycled pair of sweatpants, dude.
I love it.
It's cozy, no sewing involved. We're merely going to use the leg of my pant, and I'm gonna measure how far back Gracie's back is. So this is where we're gonna cut.
Okay.
Not cutting Gracie. Now we're gonna measure where her front paws are. So,
She wants to be on it so bad.
okay.
Look,
right.
she already likes her outfit.
So I'm cutting off the leg of my pant.
She's very excited about this outfit.
She's very excited. Thank you. You could stop right there and you have a circle scarf.
You have a cowl neck.
You do.
She loves fashion, this dog.
I'm telling you.
Are we in Paris?
We want to see where her little legs are right here.
Okay.
So we're basically just gonna pull this down. We're going to actually use this little seam right down here. It's gonna go in the center. So I'll just mark where the top of the leg is gonna be on one side. And then because of the seam, we'll be able to fold it in half. This is where the first leg is. I can always cut it larger later. Why don't we fold it again? Do you wanna cut out the little leg?
Do I? I love this. I can't. I'll never be over this.
In 5 minutes, we just made a no-sew, normcore, amazing, simplistic sweater for your dog.
It's chic. I'm gonna tell you what, my dogs are gonna see this video and want to marry her.
You'll need pink tights, a top or leotard, and hat. Pair with your own heels and a tutu. You can buy one or easily make your own following my tutorial on my personal channel. You'll also need, take your hat and tape the end section of the bill. If you have a dome shape, place under your hat for this part. In pencil, draw an extension of the bill line. Then draw a line coming back across the brim like this. Place and press down painter's tape along your pencil line. Repeat on the other side. Paint the inside of your tape white. When fully painted, allow to dry. Remove your tape, and you can tape again for this part or just freehand a black strip across the very tip of the bill. Allow that to dry. Take a googly eye and add glue to the back and affix right in the white triangle part of the hat and press to hold. Repeat on the other side. For your tiny flamingo, you'll need a pink hoodie and a mini tutu that fits your dog. Out of faux leather, cut out these shapes in these colors. Glue together with hot glue. Add googly eyes in the white triangles. Lay the hood down flat. Layer your flamingo beaks on either side of the hood, sandwiching it in between, and place a small piece of cardboard in between the fabric. Glue the beaks together, aligning the perimeter seams. Then, glue the headpiece to the hood, aligning the tops. Lastly, you can place or glue a styrofoam ball inside the hood to keep it upright. Cut out ear holes if need be. And voila! You and your tiny friend are your favorite pink tropical bird. Happy Halloween! Or just a regular Tuesday when you and your friend want to dress up like flamingos.
Hi, welcome back to Handmade. I'm Wilson, and I'm going to be showing you how to make the greatest ecosystem for your betta fish. This one's mine. His name's Wanda. And an added bonus, I'm going to show you the 5 best plants for beginners and your betta fish. When it comes to selecting a tank, size does matter. The rule of thumb is, per 1 inch of fish, you should be using approximately 1 gallon of water. We have about a 3-inch fish, so we have about a 5-gallon tank. Gives them a little room to grow. The first thing we need to do when creating an ecosystem is have an understanding of the nitrogen cycle. So our fish is going to produce organic waste, including nitrates, nitrites, and ammonia. What we need to do to convert those into nitrogen is harbor bacteria that'll do it for us using this filter. So I'm going to set this right here. Just like a garden in your backyard, the plants need nutrients. So we're going to be adding potting soil to the bottom of our tank. Now I'm gonna take some pebbles and put them on top of the potting soil, and that will help create the substrate. All right, so my next step is I'm gonna introduce my first plant, Java moss. This is really good for betta fish. So this is actually gonna help the betta feel relaxed, and then we're gonna super glue it to these rocks. This is gonna help the moss stay down at the bottom, and it'll make it also look like grass. Now that the Java moss is glued to our rocks, you just want to make sure the glue is completely dry. Very carefully pick it up like this. We're going to place ours in the front of the tank. Look at that. Doesn't that kind of look like grass? The next plant we're going to add is an Anubis. These guys are super hardy, super easy. They love all types of light. Great beginner plant. When you are planting it, you want to make sure that this little nodule right here is sticking up out of the soil. You don't want to bury that. Sometimes they come in packaging like this. You just simply squeeze it out, remove any of the plant's insulation. So we're going to be going a step further in creating our ecosystem, adding some driftwood. Driftwood is a great addition to any aquarium because this wood has natural tannins in it that is going to lower the pH of the water, which is going to help the plants grow hardy and healthy. To secure our Anubis to our driftwood, we're going to be using some fishing line. This is our Java fern. This is going to be great for Wanda's habitat because he'll be able to swim throughout the leaves. It's going to provide cover so he'll feel safe. It's just going to be really, really cool. I'm going to be using these nifty tweezers and we'll be planting it in our substrate. Next plant we're going to add is Anacrylis. It's a stem plant, so it just grows straight in the ground, but it could also float in your tank. We're going to place ours straight in the ground so it kind of looks like trees coming out, and that's going to make our betta fish feel really safe. This is a super simple plant to grow. Last but not least, we have our moss balls. These guys are great for the ecosystem. They're just little kind of filters that hang around the tank, and they grow in all types of light. So the next thing I'm going to add to our tank is this heater and thermometer. Betta fish typically live in an environment between 72 and 80 degrees. Now we're ready to add our water. A pro tip is to put a cup in the bottom of the tank. You want to try and add your water by hitting the cup so it doesn't splash and disturb your plants. Now that the water's in our tank, you need to test the water parameters. We're testing for nitrates, nitrites, ammonia, and pH. One last step, we're going to add conditioner. This is going to help relieve stress, replace Wanda's slime coat, which is very important, and it's going to get rid of chlorine and fluoride that's in our water. So, I've added the conditioner, I've let the water sit for a couple of days, we've checked the parameters of the water, and now Wanda is getting acclimated, so we are ready to add Wanda into his new home. Wanda's feeling good. Our producer is crying. He loves his home. We're going to put the lid on. All right, it looks like Wanda is having a great time in his new fish palace. I hope you've learned a lot about aquascaping today, and see you next time.